Perfect.
Yes.
Especially after ADCC, the focus has really been no gi. So the question is, what do you say to the people who maybe are in the community and they say that Gi Jiu-Jitsu is dead because no gi is the future? You know, see ADCC and the tournaments and popularity and all of that. And so because of that, because it's the future, I should not be training in the gi.
No, to be honest, like, I haven't really thought about that until about right now. So to be honest, I really think that no-gi has always been there, and it's always been relevant. Like my coaches, when I was at Alliance New York, they're like, gi and no-gi is still jiu-jitsu. You still got to know it, right? It's just obviously have to know how to modify your gi to no-gi, and you see great transitions from guys like Marigali, who's strictly gi, the other kid from Lucas Apri, black belt, that went to Gordon's team. All gi guys, like a lot of those guys that JT Torres, Cobrinha, Rafa Mendes, they're all, a lot of them are, Bodoni, there you go. That guy, really good. All these guys that you name, if you look at the majority of the ADCC champs, they're relevant in gi as well.
You brought up Nicholas Marigali. Do you think that even supports your point even more? Nicholas Marigali has never trained a single day in his life. He's only trained.
At least that's what they say.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
He says his account is that he's only ever trained in the gi. He drops the gi, he puts on a pair of shorts and a rash guard, and he starts training. I believe it was 6 months.
Right.
Goes to ADCC and takes second place.
Yeah, I think obviously a lot of people don't like the gi because of all the restrictions it has when you're pulling on them.
Yeah.
So you have to break down more steps, right? Where sometimes you can slide out of stuff in no gi, which is fine, but it's also harder at the same time because you gotta have that good wrestler like grip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But going back to the original question, I don't think it's gotten any more popular or not popular. What I think it was. You can probably, a lot of the old school guys can probably attest to this, is that back then, like the Worlds and all those tournaments were like at Cal State Dominguez, like in a gym the size of a high school.
Yeah.
Like nobody's in the stands, empty, right?
Yeah.
But I think more and more practitioners are starting to get involved in jiu-jitsu. So jiu-jitsu, gi and no gi has always been like preferenced by some people more than others. But I think the community is getting bigger, so it seems like that.
Yeah.
It's more popular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then two, a lot of organizations are putting a little bit more light on that by offering money for no-gi competitions, where those money-prized gi competitions were always there.
Yeah.
So there's people that are coming into the jiu-jitsu community are actually like preferring one or the other, right? So obviously, organically, it's going to grow on both sides.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But for me, it's always been do both, learn both. But it just took time for at least us here to continue to grow, and then we added more and more no-gi.
Yeah.
So it's like equal, pretty much, that we do equal days. And then we do wrestling with you.
Yeah.
So no-gi is just as relevant as gi.
Yeah.
In my opinion, jiu-jitsu is still jiu-jitsu, whether the gi is on or off. It's just some complexities, obviously, in the no-gi with the foot stuff and all of that whole realm. But in my opinion, I really don't think it's gone one way or the other. I think just the community as a whole kind of got bigger, and more people prefer one or the other.
Yeah.
But it went from like 1 million followers to like 10 million, like in the last whatever. Just throw a number out there,
Yeah.
So now it's like 6 and 4, 5 and 5.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just the popularity.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's more or less what it is, So.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good, Coach. Thank you.
Yeah.